Well, I hope everyone is having a fantastic whatever day this is. First off, let's check out these treasure cards. Yeah, you might have something in here for them. Angry Snow Pig. No, that's like a regular. So these are still going to be like the tier 1, unless it is a special one that happens to be the Spellement upgraded ones that get dropped. I know they drop in Crocotopia and Marleybone, but I'm trying to think if I got any dropped in Mushu and Dragonspire. But for me, the greatest thing for the school pip Archmastery is these spells right here that you could never cast otherwise. 8 pips, 10 pips, 9 pips, 11 pips. Now you can. So you can get the treasure cards that you always wanted. Like if you're a life and you always wanted to, you know, do some storm owl action. All you have to do is just set your thing to storm and then be generating those storm pips. That's all you need. But of course you have to be the level to be able to use these. But it's awesome. Just notice they made Reindeer Knight do more damage overall than normal Deer Knight. Yes, they did indeed. But at least they put back one path for Deer Knight so you can still have the damage and the damage over time. So I like that. I think that there should always be a path that is the standard original version and then one that people can choose to change it to, because I think that's where a lot of people got angry with some of the others, because there was no longer any version like the original. But I can cast Avenging Fossil, which is damage and then damage over time to all enemies. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. I can do it if I want. And you can also set the school pips during a battle too. You don't have to only set your deck to it. Yeah, make these learnable. Look at this. We still have a -90 to this one. We have 4 of them. You devil, you. Okay, get out of there. Go over here. Yes, you, Hammer of Thor. You little rascal, you. Look at that thing. Yes, it used to remove a negative charm and then do damage. Now it actually does more damage, doesn't it? Yeah, it was 475 and then it topped off at 525, whereas wow. Okay, did it cost 5 before? Yeah, it cost 5 before, so I'm okay with the pip cost. That's fine. It's not wrong. And now it gives you a random blade and a random weakness to them. Love it. If you didn't already see the changes to these in Test Realm, here you go. I'm almost max. No, give it to me. But see, they lowered the damage amount and added the utility, but it's now back to 1 pip, whereas previously this was 2 pips down here because it did damage and then gave you a blade. Now this one only gives you a blade if they have a heal over time. That's kind of cheap, except for the fact that the blade now starts at 25 and then goes all the way to 30. So I don't mind too much. So if they got like a heal over time, I'm just gonna be like, smack, here you go. And I got a blade, thanks. Okay, and then Lightning Bats got changed up. Now it does damage and then clears an overtime on yourself for 2 15% weaknesses. Very nice. They'll punish you. Don't give me no weakness. That's nice. That's nice. I mean, the damage goes way, way down. But as I said, look, it's no longer 3 pips. They lowered the cost back down to 2. They bumped this up to 45 now. Actually, technically, in the way beginning, before the dawn of man, it used to give you a blade if you crit, I think is what it used to do, and now it doesn't do that anymore. Let's go, baby-o. Alrighty, so yay, you're beautiful, you're maxed out. It's my only max spell, and it doesn't glow. Ya bums make it glow. Okay, Berry. Now it does damage. Wait, and? Because there's no more or. It used to be an or, now it's an and. I don't mind. Okay, this one is also an and. I'm okay with that too. This one got a crazy boost. This one got like jacked up. I love it. Maybe everybody else doesn't. I mean, I can't like math, but 1225 over 5 rounds is insane. That's glorious. It's beautiful. Unless of course you happen to use this on somebody who doesn't like heal over times. So be careful, because now you have 5 rounds. So I'm just saying, if I really want to do like a crazy heal on myself, I could use like, the tier 3 Dark and Stormy, and then if I had the life pips, I would immediately cast Leprechaun, which would activate this, and then I would just get the 1350 health. That's pretty cool. And because this is an and, I bet you can like boost this with Primordial or it's Radical. Primordial and Radical. So yeah, that's some crazy stuff. They went crazy on these spells in a good way, personally. I don't mind this thing for Hammer of Thor, although typically with the boost for Hammer of Thor, there's no surviving. Can I use Sharpened Blade on this? It's not a conditional spell. it does put it on there. But I think because it doesn't have a set amount, like Sound of Musicology, you can put sharpen blade on this and then you can give yourself a plus 55 blade once this one is done hitting. So, you know, there's lots of cool ways that you can like combine these and use these. Catalan, you demon. No one likes to change to Catalan. Yes, I know there's only 50 difference between these, but guess what? The biggest difference between that is like, I don't know what we figured it out to be. So if you did not learn Catalan, 35 for the initial, plus 75 for tier 2, and then 115 for tier 3, and 190 for tier 4, and then 305. 720 Spellements later, yeah, see how many I got? I was lucky enough to get this dropped. Maybe I crafted it. She might have crafted it. I know Ice crafted every one of those spells, so she got lucky and used up all the ingredients that were rapscallion. Even though you'd be like, they only took 50 damage out of there, but it's like, yeah, but that was the starting one. It'll take you 720 Spellements just to get back to the starting damage, and then it went up to 740. Technically, you're getting more of an increase, but they took away 50, so it doesn't matter. Now, if it went from 650 to 750, yeah, that's worth 720 Spellements. You know, I mean, they got to make it worth it if they want you to purchase these Spellements. You can farm them from the gold key bosses. Yeah, I think the only Catalan I have, I've got dropped from, not dropped, I got them from the weekly Spellement pack. Oh, that Rusalka is crazy. Oh yes, Catch of the Day, and Rusalka's Wrath do not have any Spellement path, but that's okay, we can still look at these. So we have a minus 80 for healing, still costs 4 pips, 2 pips and a storm pip, and then does damage. I think that one might be more. Anyhow, I used to put a boost on you and then immediately hit you for 445 to 505. So, you know, it's still the same amount of damage, but now, although this one might be more. 500, 560. Oh yeah, it only went up by 40 before. And sadly, she was going to craft that, and then I thought she crafted it, so I sold or used all of her Queen Calypso treasure cards. Apparently, it's not easy to get Queen Calypso treasure cards. Thanks a lot. Okay, so Storm Shark just does damage, or the bottom one does damage, and then more damage per overtime on yourself, max of 2. And then the damage goes up, and then the potential damage goes up a little bit. It doesn't go up for this one. Yeah, this one's really funky. So the damage goes up, but the potential damage doesn't. And then the damage does not go up, but the potential damage does. And then the damage goes up, but the potential damage doesn't. So it's like a late froggy looking thingy. It's weird. So that's interesting. This one obviously does more damage up on the top, but the bottom one does damage and then clears. That is a damage over time. That's a protected damage over time. It clears it 2 protected damage over time for a 15% blade. That's clearly why it's not this blade picture with a glowing thing around it. That would be a protected blade, but this is the I'm gonna hit you, I'm battling you, I'm damaging you over time, and it's protected. I mean, it doesn't look green. It looks like the glowing blue one. Oh, it was this one. Okay. I'm gonna say, I thought I already did one that I thought I was upgrading it to tier 3, but I upgraded to tier 4. Maybe the one that's tier 4, which should be this one. Yeah, they did change this a little bit because Stormzilla was the one that had more damage per something. Whereas now they put that on the, oh my God, I forgot about this. This is nuts. This one's nuts. Okay, don't look at that yet. Okay, so Kraken did damage and then cleared an overtime for, okay, so it's the same thing, except now it is able to clear a protected one. So, I mean, that kind of sucks for fire. I mean, I thought that was the whole bonus for getting the protected overtimes. Stormzilla, however, previously it did, okay, for my tier 4, it did 660 damage, cleared a charm on myself for more damage. That was beautiful. But now, well, they changed the damage, although it has more variable damage. The lower end is much lower than it was previously in live, but the upper end is much more. Yeah, because it was doing 660, so technically it's like almost smack in the middle, which is fine. And then it does 300 heal over time over 3 rounds per blade that's on you, max of 3. So, and if you were putting, all you have to do is put a spirit blade on for 1 pip. That thing costs 1 pip, and then use Stormzilla, and you're doing a ton of damage, by the way. Enchant that with epic, and it's like 1030 potentially. And then you're going to not use any of those blades you just put on, and then you're going to get 900 over 3 rounds. Although I really hope you're not putting 300 heal over time, 300 heal over time, 300 heal over time. We shall have to see. But at least this is something you can do setting up yourself. You don't have to wait for something else to do it to you, which I'm not a fan of those. They're kind of a bother, but you know, it kind of evens it out, I guess. And then Triton, let's see what you was, let's see what you is, what it feels like, what it is. Okay, so this one was awesome as well. So it did a lot of damage and then did more damage if you have an overtime. Now it, the damage went down so far. Wow. But the damage goes up a lot if you want to just make it more damage on the upper path. That's fine. All right, so now it only does 550 to 690 damage, and it clears 2 heal over time on them, not yourself. But it gives you, oh god, 2 115 blades. It's glorious and insane. Let's upgrade it. Totally leaving it at this for sure. Oh my gosh, this is nuts. I love these. Okay, now there are a few storm spells that don't have spellment paths that actually got changed. Yeah, I believe these are PvP ones because like now it has the protected over time. So it clears a protected over time. And yeah, this one is also clearing a protected over time and clearing a protected heal over time. Same thing, protected heal over time for a protected, no, it's a regular heal over time. So you can see the glowing difference between them. You know, it is a very unpopular opinion, but I think that we need a new minion. Come on, can you imagine what a level 160 minion would be like? Ah, Rusalka's Wrath, you insane maniac. Look at that thing now. Ah, 1395 and a random storm blade. 35%, 180. Now see, it doesn't say percent. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't say percent on there. So either a plus 35%, plus 180, or plus 300. Now, is that like a Beast Moon one where it's like a set 300 added to it, or is it 300%? Because if it's 300%, insane. But if it's just 300, that's awesome too. You have to be careful because your blades can be stolen. And that's the biggest gamble. Can you use that blade before they steal it? Or shatter it? Or whatever. All right, let's see if these are changed. That one's hitting everybody. However, Hammer of Thor is changed and Grendel's Amend is not changed. That's because it's the initial tier. That's all that these item cards go by. So, yeah, fine. Give me some blades. Thank you for not fizzling. Okay, so I had the fire. The fire went away. Yes, that was me, Sweet Pea. I don't see any flamey, glowy stuff. Get out of the way, Kraken. Wait. But I didn't get anything. That's not a conditional one. I mean, it doesn't say if or whatever. It just says you get the blades. Not cool, man. Well, I guess we could try this one because, you know, no one else is going to give me nothing. Oh, I saw the blue flames that time. But you're beautiful. Sorry. Okay, so that was a plus 35%. I used Catch of the Day and I never got a blade. This one isn't conditional, so I don't get it. I don't get it. Let me use it again. Why am I not getting any blades for this? Because it doesn't say like if I have this or if they have that or whatever. So it says you get 245 blades with this. So why can't I get them? This is such a weird noise that shark makes. Okay. See, nothing. Nothing happens. Okay. Aww. Okay, so Sharpened Blade only works on the first one. See, now it's a 45% blade. But you can use it on Supercharge, by the way. I'm going to do it again. I want to see what I get. So I got the plus 35% last time. But I just want to know if is it a percent spell or is it just a damage boost spell? Because if so, that's the first time they've ever given us that. That's like a Beast Moon thing. I don't care if you kill him, just give me my blade. Bzzzt. Wrong answer. No, it's plus 180 damage. That's it. That's kind of cool, actually. Yes, so if you used Rusalka's Wrath and got the 35 blade and then you used it again, that would add 455 to it, whereas adding just 300 to it is not so great. Now, if you're adding 300 to a low-level spell, that's different. So it's basically like getting a free epic. And that's kind of cool. Alrighty. This says it's an and. Let me see. Let me see this. No. Fizzling, you ruffian. I like the bear's green eyes. Smack, smack, smack. And... oh, give me a hug. Aw, so cute. Wow. 791 over 3 rounds. Oh, too bad for you. I mean, I kind of liked the ore because it was a spell you had to kind of be careful of what you were doing with it, you know. Or how you boosted it up. Yeah, Catch of the Day is not giving me anything. So, yeah, it's a liar. It doesn't do anything. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, no. Wait. It's, what? Well, I enchanted it. You can sharpen that. So let's see what we got. Did I already do like 3 rounds already? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. But why did it say 0? That was kind of weird. I don't know if this stuff's like broken or what, yo. See, I told you these low level spells are just okay. So it's a plus 35 universal. Okay. Catch of the Day is broken. I don't like that. I think they're probably wondering what I'm doing over here. I'm just like looking and see what type of, you know, potential blades we got from this. Probably should have put more Hammer of Thorian instead of just one. It's just too darn much on them. What? I'm only getting so because they put the plus 10% on there, does that mean it's a 25% blade? I need to stop upgrading it. It's fun to explore all this brand new stuff, and I haven't even thought about setting one little footsie into the new world yet. So what kind of, I got Shadow Pip rating. Ooh, look at that. I already have a 117 base for Arch Mastery rating. That's good. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I had fun. I learned a lot. And yes, thank you for all your corrections when I'm reading the spells wrong. And thanks Brandon Charles for that Nightmare Fuel find in Mushu. That was so cool. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But as I said, it's time for me to go, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.